Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to Tea Time with Miss Liz. Yes, I'm having technical difficulties again. Nothing new with Miss Liz. Today in the studio, I am joined with Mireille Lepelblad. I said it right,
Close. You're close.
right? So Mireille is from England, and she is also the Global Peace Ambassador for the Global Peace Challenge 2020. I'm going to give you a little bit on Mireille, and then she's going to take over, and then we're just going to sit back and have a good old time like the us girls do. And she's got some tips and coaches and some good surprises that are coming up, I believe, right?
Yes.
So a little bit on Mireille. She's also known as MiMi, is a certified health coach, an Innate health coach, and peace ambassador for England. She's very passionate about helping others live a healthy, fulfilling life. MiMi is married and has 3 teenage girls. Oh, I didn't know you had girls. She lives in England but was born in Surinam, which is a country in South America just above Brazil. She has lived in Netherlands, Belgium, and Kuwait. She speaks Dutch, English, and is learning to speak Korean. Oh, I need some
Don't ask.
Korean lessons. After being in hiding, as she calls it, for 30 years, she's now shining her light and helping others to do the same. She feels that it's time for all of us to live from love instead of fear. It's time to spread peace, love, and healing instead of fear, hate, and destruction. This is why she accepted the role of Peace Ambassador earlier this year. MiMi wants to see everyone be who God intended them to be, which is, in her opinion, will lead to the world peace. She is the founder of I Shine Bright Project, which she's going to talk about a little.
A little.
Um, she's got some amazing stuff coming up. And then the idea of the project came to her to inspire others to shine their light as bright as they can. She wants everyone to see what we are. We are all perfect, whole, and complete as we are from within. And MiMi, it is all yours. So I can sit back and enjoy my cup of tea.
Right. So, um, hmm, what are you expecting me to say, Liz? Because I
So
thought you
how?
were gonna ask me some questions. Right?
Oh, so you want me to play the question? So
Uh,
MiMi, how did it all start? Like I read in your bio that you were hiding in for 30 years.
yes.
What was that about?
Yeah. What that actually means is that ever since I was a little girl, I was always shy, afraid to be heard, and growing up with parents that basically, the saying, you want to see you but they don't want to hear you,
I know that saying, yeah.
yeah, and all of that. So for many years I really thought there was something wrong with me. I really thought that I wasn't good enough, that whatever I had to offer to the world was just not up to the standards, that people really didn't care about me. I was just this little girl, um, with not much to offer the world. So yeah, I sat and thought back the other day that it's been about 30 years, because when I was around 17, I had an experience that made me realize that even though I thought my parents didn't love me, that they actually did. But that thought that I had been carrying with me for, let's say the 17 years, really made me feel bad. It made me feel unloved. And like I said, nobody cared really whether I was alive or not. So when I had that experience and I kind of confronted my mom and said, you've never said that you love me ever. She said, that's not true. Why are you being so silly? I have said it, and, but it really showed me, thinking back in that moment, that whatever we see We see it from our own perspective. We see it from, based on whatever experience we've had in life. And so my mom kind of turned on the light for me that day.
So that's
And
where that "I shine bright" comes from?
well, that's something that I came up with recently,
Okay.
but it's something that's grown over time. Because that day I was in my mom's room with her, and she had a really big window that kind of folds, opens up like that, and it just looked as though the sun was shining brighter that day. So I think from that moment, this vision of shining and light came to me. But it wasn't until like 30 years later, really, after searching and trying whatever I could to feel better about myself, feeling depressed at times, and all kinds of thoughts, that I came across the principles, and that really, really helped me. So yeah.
So what was your journey like in life, MiMi? Like you traveled a lot, you lived in different places. What was your life like?
Um, that's a great question. I've never really thought about it because I just, have lived it, and things have happened and I've dealt with it in the moment. But yeah, let's see. In about 2001, I met my husband, and I was living in Holland at the time. And we met in a supermarket, and we clicked. Long story short, we now have 3 kids. But I always thought that I would never have children, that nobody would ever find me attractive enough or anything like that to even consider being with me.
Oh my goodness, you're a beautiful woman.
Thank you. Thank you.
MiMi,
That's
you
very
have a
sweet.
heart of gold. Like I've just gotten to know you a little bit, but you really truly have a heart of gold. Like you are an amazing person, and I'm truly honored to be working with you, like with the global peace and all that. So, how did you start your business, the MiMi Health Coaching?
Yeah. Um, let's see. I am also part of a local church here
Okay.
in Coventry, and I participated in a program that it was like a 4-week thing, life coaching, to find out what it is that you really want to be doing in life. And what came to me was that I would love to help people live a healthier life. So I signed up, I did a course to become a certified health coach. And then, not too long after, when I came across the principles, I also started calling myself an innate health coach.
Okay.
Because in January 2018, I actually had an insight which led me to see that our health really comes from within us.
Yeah.
And so that's where the innate health comes from. And that's just, it was a very, very important insight to me, and something that I share with my clients. I share as much as I can because I really genuinely feel that if somebody truly can see that their health comes from within them, no matter what their body is telling them, no matter what their circumstances are telling them, you can have peace of mind. You can just enjoy your life in the moment. So, yeah.
We have comments coming in, so you'll see me popping them up, and I'll also pop up if we get any questions, so that you can see them as well.
Okay, that's fine.
That are watching with us right now in the studio. So we have also Parang from England as well, and Dr. Rangu is here from India, and Tracy is here from California, I believe.
Wow.
So, and we have a bunch of people watching the watch party as well. So people are here to support each other, right, and make a difference. With your health coaching business, MiMi, what is the thing that you've learned the most about yourself?
I think what I've learned is that I am more capable than I think I am, that I do have something to offer to people, and that I have a message that is worth listening to. You know, after all these years of thinking that nobody was listening to me, that's what I've genuinely learned. And I've also learned that we are all connected. You know, it's like whenever I work with my clients, I can just feel that connection. And I just really love to help them. Hi, this is Lee. Hi, Lee. She's one of the ladies that I work with. Yeah, she's lovely.
It's amazing to see how people support us, right? With our
Yes.
the things that we do in life.
Thanks,
And that's one thing that I've learned getting to know you on the side, right? Is that we both have gone through a lot, but we haven't given up. And we believe in the goodness in the world, even though we've been through a lot of hard stuff, right?
Yes.
And for you, MiMi, what was it that got your, like, what was the grab for you to become a peace ambassador for the challenge?
Well, I was asked by Galid Grosser whether or not I wanted to be a peace ambassador. And if she would have asked me a year or 2 years ago, I probably would have said no. There's no way I can take that responsibility. You know, there's no way I can do that. But it felt right at the time when she asked. And something was telling me, just go for it, MiMi, just say yes. And we'll see where it leads.
Yeah.
But the main reason really is because this is really what I'm about. You know, spreading peace, spreading love, and healing to the world. I really feel that's what we need, especially, you know, in the times we are now. And it all comes from within us.
Yep.
So I really want to help people see that for themselves, because most of the time they don't, which is what's causing a lot of, you know, mayhem and negativity. So, yeah.
And there's a lot of that out there.
Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah. But there's also a lot of goodness. You know, there's also a lot of people like we are now with the Peace Challenge, and there's so many other peace groups out there. And I personally just feel like there's a lot of emphasis on what's going wrong in the world.
And
Hi,
we have
Tom.
the creator of Peace Global Peace Challenge 2020 in the studio with us. It's also nice to see all these ambassadors in here supporting both of us, right? And seeing us with the growth in that. And that in itself is peace and loving and support. And if my sound cuts in and out, guys, I am having some technical difficulties. So Dr. Rangu, thank you for letting me know that my sound is low. If you cannot hear me, let me know so I can try and fix it. MiMi, if I get low, you let me know. And if you can't hear something, let me know. But it is technical problems. It is not me today. It is, and me and technical are not friends. So, so a little bit more on the things that you're doing, MiMi. In your bio, you said the I Shine Bright project. Could you tell us a little bit more about what that is and why that came to you? And why do you feel that that is your calling?
Right. It's basically an extension of what I already do, which is helping people come out of hiding and shine their light. But like I was just alluding to already, I feel there's really a lot of emphasis on what's wrong with us. Everybody is trying to fix themselves, when I've seen from personal experience that there's really nothing wrong with us.
Yeah.
And the first step is to just love and accept yourself as you are. So the I Shine Bright project, my intention with that really is to interview and reach and connect with as many people as I can and show the world, if I can, that it is possible that you can love and accept yourself as you are, even after going through lots of hardship. Because once you truly step into that, once you truly see yourself for who you are, and that there's nothing wrong with you, that you're entitled to your opinion, you're entitled to, your worldviews, as long as you're not intentionally harming another person, whatever your behavior is, it's fine. I really want to show the world and just try and shift the emphasis more on what's good about us instead of what's going wrong. So the I Shine Bright project is really all about that. And I have about 5 or 6 people already.
That's
who
awesome.
have pledged.
I can't wait. And like Tuesdays is already booked up. So if anybody wants tea time, it ain't happening on Tuesday because Tuesday is MiMi Day.
yes. Tuesday, it's you and I next week. Yeah. So, yeah.
But every Tuesday, if anybody wants a tea time, Tuesdays are out, guys. Because I am focusing on MiMi. I want to support all of my fellow ambassadors with everything that they're doing. So I am personally taking Tuesdays off for you, MiMi, because I want to see you shine bright, and I want to help you as much as I can get you. And if you need any help at all, like I told you in private conversation, that I'm here for you. So
thank you so much, Liz.
Because I really like the emphasis of I Shine Bright. We don't speak enough on the positive in the world. The negative is out there, but we need to change it and bring the peace and bring goodness. We need to bring that goodness back, Stop looking at the faults. Look at the awards. Look at the things that we have all overcome in life, right? And that's what your project's going to do, is it's going to emphasize the brightness, the goodness, the overcoming, And I truly, like I said to you, I just love it. Like when we talked before, I was always doing Time to Shine, and I was like, it's not for me. There's something not. I'm the tea girl. I'm the tea time lady. Like I'm not this shining girl. Like I am shining with my cup of tea. Like my tea, it means more to me. So, and then I met you, and it was almost like a message from the universe. You're only going to do this. It's your time to shine for a little bit. And then somebody's going to come along and they're going to do that shining, but you just need to just get it out there. Just a little tap, right?
Yes.
And then I met you, and it was, and I'm a strong believer in meeting all of these people for a reason. Like all of these ambassadors were put together for a reason,
Absolutely.
And it was a dream that was started. Like Tom started it, like let's change the world by bringing peace to the world. And look at us, almost 40 ambassadors later in less than half a year.
Yeah.
So it is incredible what you can do when you look on the positive stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah. And even with all this stuff going on, this pandemic and all, Black Lives Matter, we don't even really want to go there.
Yeah.
But with all of that going on, we are still a team. We are still doing the best we can to bring that positive message out there. Aw, thanks, Lee. I appreciate that. Thanks, Maureen. Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet.
And this is what we need. We need happiness in the world. We need peace.
Absolutely.
We need joy. We need to understand that, yes, we all have our challenges and struggles, but we need to focus on the good. Enough with the bad, enough with the negative. We need to stay with the positive. We need to bring love to the world, because that's the only thing that's going to make a difference. And like you said, like you were brought on by Gallet. I myself was brought on by Gallet and Susie, two incredible, amazing women who are making a difference with incredible projects as well. we all have things that were given to each one of us for a reason, to shine in our own way. But we're all coming together. We're all connecting as one. Each country is joining as one, and we're making peace during a pandemic. Like, who the heck would do this during a pandemic? We are doing it,
We are
So,
definitely.
like, Global Peace Challenge 2020 is an amazing project. If anybody out there would like to know more, check out the Facebook page, check out their website. If you'd like to be an ambassador for your country, submit, and Tom will look it over, and all of his incredible committee will check that over. And if you want to be a peace partner, if you want to be a part of the music marathon that we're working on, there are incredible things that you can get involved in. And there's incredible projects that people are coming up with during a pandemic. Like you, Mimi. I shine bright during a pandemic. Look at you, girl. Like, you're shining. Like, it's these are the projects we need. We need these type of projects in order to make a difference in the world, in order to bring peace. We need to fight the negative with the positive and fight it hard. Have voices and speak up.
Yeah, it is definitely time for us to start living from love instead of fear.
Yeah.
Because a lot of what is going on at the moment is all because of fear. Just imagine if we had politicians and people in power, making decisions for the rest of us, that they were making those decisions based on love instead of fear. The world would be a completely different place. It's just, sometimes it really saddens me to see what is happening, because I know that we are all capable of living from love. And all we're doing is listening to fearful thinking, to negativity, and causing all this, what's happening in the world, when it's not necessary. Oh,
It
thanks,
isn't.
Lee. Yeah. Lee is my
And you
biggest
and Lee
fan
are
today.
good friends, or he's a client, or
Yes,
but it's nice
Lee
to see
is my
that
girl.
support, right? It's nice to see the support when you're growing, because we need to do that. We need to support one another. It ain't a competition. It ain't about who is better or who has a better idea. It's about joining as one.
Yeah,
And
together we're much stronger.
taking a little bit, right? It's like a sugar cube. You take a little bit of sugar, and you take a little bit of sugar, and you make a cube, and you just make a difference.
Yep.
And and fear is a good thing as well, because don't think this is easy work doing these podcasts and tea times and I Shine Bright projects and Global Peace Challenge. They are hard things, but with hard work comes good results. You need to put the work in. You need to put the passion in. And that's what I get from your project. Because when you talk about I Shine Bright, right away, you're bright. You're shining. You're like, you're glowing,
Yes.
And it's amazing because it's meant for you, Mimi.
Yeah.
And that's what I had told you, right? Just do it, Mimi. Just do it. If you don't try, you don't know, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And I definitely feel it's coming from my heart.
And that's what we need.
Yeah, a few years ago, I think it was in like 2016, I was given a prophecy. And for those of you who might not have realized, I consider myself a Christian. I love God. Okay, I choose to call the life source, creative source, I choose to call him God. And I was given a prophecy to say that he had put a calling upon my heart, and that I knew what it was, because ever since I was a little girl, I have felt that there is something that I need to be doing, some way that I need to be helping others, that I need to be sharing something, but I never was too clear on what it was. So he said that he put that calling there, and that because I didn't really know how to transition from where I was to where I needed to be, he was going to teach me how to fly like a mother bird does with her baby birds, by pushing me out the nest so I can spread my wings and fly. And ever since then, things have just been happening, in my life. I've gone through some health issues, which has, like I just said, made me realize where our health really comes from. I've met people like you, I've come across the Peace Challenge now. And it's like everything is um, put on my path to help me grow, to help me shine as bright as I can. And so the moment that this Come Out of Hiding, Shine Your Light, and now the I Shine Bright project came to me, I feel so full of life. I obviously there's days where you feel a bit low and there's days where you shine brighter. But that's life. There's nothing wrong with a shadow. There's nothing wrong with fear. There's nothing wrong with all of that. It's part of life. And it's just important that we deal with it in an appropriate way, you could say. So, yes, fearful thoughts, negativity will come into your life. It's part of it. It's
But it's
part
a
of it.
choice, right, to make it
Yeah.
better. You can
Yes.
stay in that negative, or you can get out of it. It's a choice.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I'm noticing that, like, with people like me and you who have been told all our lives, be seen but not heard. As we grow up and we become the people that we are meant to be, we want to be heard.
Yes.
We want to be seen, and we want to give a message that it's okay to be heard in a good way.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. This is how I feel, definitely. Thank you for pointing that out, Liz. Really. Because, yeah, all I'm doing is following the calling in my heart. It's really that simple. Because each and every one of us has it, just like you, Liz.
Yep.
With your tea time, trying to make a difference in the world, bringing awareness to us all. It's coming from within you, right? You have that calling upon you. And if each and every one of us would live following that the calling they feel upon their heart, again, this world will be much, much. I don't want to use the word better, because the world is, as it is.
Mm-hmm.
But our experience of life would be a lot more enjoyable if you just follow that calling.
Well, it's like I talked with Farang yesterday for about an hour on the phone, and we talked about tea time and all that. And I said I don't like the word change, because not everybody wants to change, but everybody wants to make a difference. And that's where I get make a difference with each cup, is because people do want to make a difference, no matter how big or how small it is. People do want to make a difference. Yes. Whether it's in their family, or whether it's within themselves, whether it's with their children, relationships. People do want to make a difference, but not everyone wants to change.
Absolutely.
Because change is hard work. It is scary, and people want to live in comfort. When we get out of our comfort zone, it's like, I'm not doing it. But to make a difference, you don't. It's the words, right?
Definitely.
It's the way we look at things, our perspectives, right? It's like with your project, I Shine Bright. People will say, okay, well, what's it really about? Shining bright. What is she shining? MiMi is going to be sharing empowering, inspiring stories that people have overcome hardships and have chosen to make a difference in their life.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I strongly believe, MiMi, that you're going to make a difference in a lot of young ladies' lives. Because for me and you, growing up, we were always told, be seen but not heard. And how many girls out there are being told, be seen but not heard? Yes. And with your project, you're going to do that. You're going to make a difference, because the girls are going to want to say, you know what, I want to shine bright.
Yes, I do. I want to bring that message to them, especially. I have 3 teenage girls, and a lot of what is happening in the world the things that they have to see, you know. They are bombarded by fashion magazines and told their bodies need to look a certain way, they need to be a certain way, whereas all they really need to be is themselves. You
Yeah.
know, they just need to love and accept themselves as they are and stop comparing themselves to others. So that's definitely also part of my message.
Yeah.
And you know, the word change, I agree. Nobody really likes to change.
Yep.
But the funny thing is that life is all about change.
It is.
Even as we are sitting here talking to each other, there are millions and things changing at the moment in the
Yep.
world. But whenever we think about, you know, having to change something about ourselves, it's like, ooh, no, 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 no.
Yeah, I'm not
You know,
doing it.
I'm not doing it. But you know, I whenever I work with my clients, what I do is I support them daily. So we decide on something that we really want to do, and you know, that the client wants a goal, a client really wants to reach, and we do it step by step every day, 20 minutes or more, focused on their goal. So doing it that way, you hardly notice that you're
Yep.
changing because you're taking a inspired step
Yep.
every day. And I have seen miraculous results in clients. Yeah. What's Tracy saying? Life is fluid, always evolving, change is a chance for another great thing. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, there's another word that I'm not really too happy with or I don't really like apart from change, which is the word challenge.
Yep.
When I hear that word, it just, you know, rubs me the wrong way because, yes, we've gone through challenges in life, but every single time it was actually an opportunity.
Yep.
So I prefer to use the word opportunity over challenge. So, to give you an example, during the time that I was being treated for my illness, the landlord decided to evict us from our home. And I was ill. I wasn't feeling great. Having to deal with being homeless, you know, for you were homeless for about 3 to 4 months. So I just kept seeing it as an opportunity for us as a family to get a nice house, you know, to get a better home for us as a family. And I prayed, obviously, I asked, and lo and behold, we are now in a brand new house. We are the very first occupants of this house. We have a
Wow.
nice garden, you know, we have enough space. We have parking spots, which we never had. It's just amazing. All because, you know, I just saw it as an opportunity for us to get a better place. Because where we used to live, to be honest, I wasn't even that upset when he said
When
that he
you
wanted.
got, you're giving me an opportunity to find better.
Yes, because we were living with mice,
Oh wow.
slugs, mold, ants, the whole jungle in our house. So the living circumstances weren't that great. So and you know, I was paying the rent even though everything was happening. You know, even though the circumstances was like I was paying the rent every month, so it wasn't because we weren't paying, but the landlord wanted to renovate the whole place, demolish everything. So
Wow.
that was just a great opportunity. And you know what? The fact that I was basically seen as vulnerable, as you know, due to my medical circumstances, helped us get a place faster than other people would have. And sometimes I felt guilty about that because, you know, somebody else is maybe waiting longer because I'm getting priority. But on the other hand, life is happening as it happens, and I'm just so grateful that we were given this home and a place to call our own. You know, we now have a trampoline in the garden for the girls. It's life is looking so much better, and I truly feel it as God supporting me. You know, and He does that for every one of us.
Well, we need these doors to close in order to grow as well, right? Sometimes
Yeah.
we need these hard things to overcome so that we can see a brighter future, a brighter light, you know? If it wouldn't have happened to you, MiMi, you would not be where you are today. You would not be on this podcast today. You would not, you know, the struggles that we go through, people need to understand that they're given to us for a reason because there's something in our life that needs to change, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah,
And
there's always
sometimes,
a lesson to be learned.
yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get these illnesses because our bodies are just saying, you know what, it's time to slow down.
Yes.
I don't know what was going on in your life at that time, but over the years, I've noticed that when I'm overworking myself or overdoing myself, my body will say, you know what, don't break, slow down, girl, take a nap, get to bed, and do something, you know?
Yes.
And then I'll realize, okay, I needed that rest in order to come back stronger, in order to see a different way, a different look at what's coming.
Yeah.
And me, myself, I'm a strong believer. I'm not so much, I'm a spiritual person, and I believe that messages are sent to us for a reason. Things happen to us for a reason. It's not that we enjoy these things, you know, like we spoke before. You know, I've had a really hard life and a lot of abuse and all that. But if that abuse wouldn't have happened to me, I would not be where I am today. I would not be a voice for others to see that they can get through it too, you know. I would not be doing Teatime if I wouldn't have went through that. So I take the positive from the negative and I try to change it. And I try to make people see that there's a difference in all of us. We all go through something, not one of us. And if anybody says that they haven't gone through something in their life, then I don't know what blinders you guys got on, but take them off. Like seriously, everyone has gone through something. Somebody has lost somebody. Somebody has been abused, somebody has been mistreated in workplaces, in home, in relationships. Somebody has gone through something.
Yes.
And it happened.
Sorry to interrupt you, Liz.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, what just came to me is that I guess the people that say that, you know, I have not really gone through anything, because that's what I thought myself.
Yeah.
Until I realized that I was actually abusing myself. You know, with the words and thoughts that I was thinking about my body, about who I was and what I was capable of. That's often what's going on as well. We are the biggest, you know, the biggest critics of ourselves. And we can be so mean to us. You know, we don't even often need somebody else to be mean to us. We just do it ourselves already.
Worst critic.
Yeah.
We're really, really hard on ourselves. And you know, as much as people are hard on us as well, we're the worst. We're our worst critic. And we just need to change our thoughts and change our patterns and break those cycles, you know. And I'm noticing a lot of things, MiMi. I'm not sure if you're noticing it, but a lot of the C words, change, challenge,
yes,
you know, choice. These are all words that are heavy words that make you really look inwards and say, you know, my goodness, like, wow. So I have a choice to change, to overcome my challenge.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like there's always a different way of looking at things and changing the perspective. It's like when I say broken, a lot of people are like, Liz, why do you keep saying you're broken? I am a broken woman. I am imperfect. I am not perfect. I'm far from it. I have my faults. But I look at my faults and I say, you know, how can I change them? How can I fix these things? How can I make a difference? If I keep drinking from the same teacup, I'm not going to get any new messages. So that's why every tea time there's a different cup. There's a different
That's a
tea.
nice one.
There's
Yeah.
a different message every time out there, you know,
Mhm.
and we need to look at that. And like with your I Love Me, I Shine Bright project and the Global Peace Challenge, there are messages there
Mhm.
that if the people are listening, people will get it. And the right people. It's not meant for everybody. We're not saying everybody who bow down, you know, we're the best. We're not saying that. We're saying check us out.
Mhm.
You might just like us, but you don't have to love us. That's not what we're here for. We're here to make a difference. We're here to
Absolutely.
shine in our own lights. And I can't wait for Tuesday's show because it's going to be amazing. And you have some amazing lineup. Like it is going to be incredible. So anybody who wants to be on Tea Time, I'm telling you right now, Tuesdays are out. Don't even ask for a Tuesday. Tuesdays are MiMi, unless it's going to be an evening tea or whatever, you
Yes.
know. And I work with the different time zones. So if you guys are worried about having a tea time at 5 o'clock in the morning, don't be, because there's somebody at 5 o'clock in the morning that needs to see tea time, that needs to see the message that the guests need to share. It's like MiMi right now is in England, so she's 5 hours ahead. It's only noon here. It's dinner time there. You know, but we're reaching different countries, different time zones, different people for a reason.
Yep.
Because we're meant to make a difference. And it's like you said, growing up, you always felt like you had to give a message. You're a
I
message.
did.
And that's how I feel. I feel like I'm here to bring a message to the world. You know, through my pain, I have a message for you. Through my cup of tea, I have a message for you. Through my guests, I have a message for you. It's you need to be willing to open the mind and listen. I can't do it for you. I can't say love all my tea time, love all my guests. I'm not asking anybody to do that who is watching Tea Time. I'm asking you just to be real, look and sell it inside yourselves.
Yes.
And that. So MiMi, for you, what does tea mean to you?
Tea for me is healing, really. Because most of the teas that I drink are herbal teas that are meant, to balance something in my body. And I just add a bit of honey, but no milk or anything like that. And yeah, I love it
So
every day.
what is your favorite tea?
Great question. If I tell you, I don't know if you're gonna know it, but there's a product here, at least I can get it here, called Tiande, and they do so many different herbal teas, and there's many of them, and I like them all. Really, I can't say I have a favorite. It just depends what I feel that day needs healing, and I'll just
It's almost like that tea talks to you, right? It's like,
yes.
this is what you need to drink today. It's me. Pick me, right?
Yes, I think I have like 4 or 5 different ones that I pick
Yeah.
from. Yeah.
Yeah, I have hundreds of teas. Like, if you come to my house, if you want tea and you say, "Oh, you don't have my," I'm sure I do. Like, I have tea that has been sent to me from India, from Japan, from China.
Wow.
I reach out to tea companies, and when I first really got into tea was when I was 4 with my great grandma. And as I got older, and with social media, I do a lot of research. I do a lot of reading, I wanted to know what kind of teas were out there. I wanted to know how they were made. I never even knew that they were grown like a plant.
Oh.
And last year, for some reason, in my flower bed, for the whole year, all the teas that I've been drinking, I put into a Ziploc bag, and I put all of these flavors together. And I said, I wonder if they're going to grow in my flower bed. So I had this big Ziploc bag of tea leaves that was all dried out from all the teas that I've drank. And I drink different flavors, so fruit teas, vegetable teas, everything. Everything was in this bag. And I said, I wonder if I throw it into the flower bed, if it's going to grow. And oh my goodness, did it grow. I had different flowers, different vegetables, I had to take it all out because it was like I had like cucumbers coming up and I had like chamomile flowers coming. I was like, really? So yeah, if you save your tea and you seal it, you can regrow it. you know? So it's like another seed, another plant. You're planting another new garden. That's what I call it. I call it a new garden. So my neighbors, they were like, "What did you put in your flower bed?" And I was like, "Tea." They're like, "That's a cucumber. That's not tea." I was like, there was a cucumber tea I had. I'm telling you guys. So there was like a seed of I'm not sure how that happened, but yeah, it was really,
it's
really
amazing. Yeah,
But
it's
and that's
nature at work.
exactly right. So when we plant seeds in life and we plant these projects and we create these projects, we want to start a new garden.
Absolutely.
We're planting the seeds, we're watering the seeds. The people that come and watch are the food for these seeds. And that's what I say. Like with my tea parties, when people come to my tea parties, they say, "Okay, it's a tea party." I'm like, it ain't a tea party. You need to come and check out these tea parties, because I have speakers that share their stories, and then I present them with an award that I've created, and my tea parties are different, because when you leave my tea party, you leave with a friend that you would have never had before, because I want people to sit together and talk who you would have never sat and talked with before. Somebody who's sitting alone, go over and grab your cup of tea and go and sit with them. Get to talk with them. I've had people leave my tea parties and say, "You know what? Thank you, Liz. I have a friend now." And I've been doing this since 2015. And in 5 years, I have over 20 people who have made beautiful friendships over a cup of tea. And that's what's going to happen with I Shine Bright project. You're going to create friendships. You're going to create seeds that are going to shine bright because they are on your show. They're on your platform. Because that guest will open a door for somebody who's watching and say, "You know what? Thank you. Thank you, MiMi, for having that person on. Thank you for creating this project and giving a voice for women and men," because I believe you're going to have men as well, right?
Oh, yes.
And that's another thing. We need to stop with this only women need to change. Men need to change too.
Absolutely.
And men have voices too, and men can make a difference. We all can make a difference. No matter who you are, you can make a difference in life, right?
Yes.
And I can't wait for Tuesday. Like Tuesday, I'm so excited because I want to see how this is going to all play out. And
me too.
And you can get all your technical problems.
Yeah, who knows? This is the first time ever that I even see StreamYard, so I'm gonna give it a go. We'll see what happens.
And like I said, just do like I do. Just go with the flow. Like, you know, when we program ourselves so much, things just, if they go wrong, then we're like, "Oh, like I didn't do it right. I didn't do this right," you know? So just go with the flow. Just be yourselves. Like, just show your realness to the world. Like, because you guys are incredible. Like, all of my guests who have been on Tea Time are incredible. They all shine bright. And MiMi, so your favorite tea is called what again? So I can check them out.
It's Tiande. It's from a company called Tiande. They actually produce a lot of nature-based products. So not just teas, you know, they're creams and supplements and all kinds of stuff. I love things based on nature as much as possible. Yeah.
It's incredible, right?
Yes. Thank you so much, Liz.
Oh, not a problem.
Really
so what message would you like to leave everybody with, MiMi, today?
I think my main message is that I would encourage people to really sit down and look within themselves and see what is calling. What is it that, our life source, whatever you want to call it, what is it that you are meant to do? Who is it that you are meant to be? And the easiest way to do that is just to do things that bring you genuine joy. Not the fake, ha ha ha, but real, genuine, makes your heart sing. So, yeah, And this is what makes my heart sing. You know,
And
this
and
moment
it
of
shows, like, you're shining
it.
bright, like just thinking of your project, you're shining bright, Mimi.
Yes.
Now, did you ever think that you would be where you are today?
Absolutely not.
No.
No. There was a time in my life that I couldn't even answer the phone. That's how scared I was to even listen or talk to somebody, you know? And now I'm here talking to you and without a care in the world, really. I'm not nervous. I don't, oh, anything can happen. You know,
Yep.
it's
Just go
so
with the flow.
go with the flow. Because the moment you're afraid of a future that hasn't even happened yet, you're just robbing yourself of joy in the moment, you know, or regret the things that might have happened in the past. It's all a waste of energy, really, because we are only now, you know, you and I connecting now in this moment. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So,
amazing. It's amazing what technology can do. It gives you some headaches, but it's amazing what it can do. It brings
yes.
it brings people. It's like I said yesterday on my Facebook. I am getting to see the world through all of my friends' eyes. I get to see the pictures of different countries, get to know their foods, their traditions, everything from my own home because of what? Technology.
Yeah.
So thank you for the technology, right?
Yes, yes.
And thank you for all of your incredible work that you're doing, Mimi, and keep shining. Like, you matter too, and your voice will make a difference. And if anybody would like to know more on Mimi, I'm going to get Mimi to put it in the comments, how to reach her. Check out her Mimi's Health Coaching, I believe.
Yes. Yeah,
Now,
it's my website is mimihealthcoaching.com.
so do you do globally coaching? Like, do you
Yeah.
global wise? Okay.
Yes. Everybody, anybody who needs, you know, help to come out of hiding, like I say, and shine their light and just live a healthier life.
So
It's,
I like that message. Come out of hiding.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
be you. Like, just
Just,
be who you are, and you're going to shine. You know, I always am different, and I'm not going to change for anybody. Like, I'm weird. I do my crazy things, but I'm me, and I'm not going to
yes.
put a front on or a mask on just because of titles. You
Mm.
know, I have hard days just like everybody else, but I will give inspirational messages to keep holding on and keep standing strong. Stand on your story, not in
Yes.
it. Because when we're in it, we're not healing. When we're on it,
Exactly.
we're taking steps to grow and to change and to make a
Yeah.
difference.
Yes. And that healing truly comes from within us.
Yes.
Whenever we listen to, like you were saying, you know, the moments your body tells you it's time to rest, if you listen to that instead of trying to keep going because others might, you know, ask you to do things for them or anything, that moment of self-care, you know, you get that message from within you. It's your body, it's everything telling you, no, I need to rest now. And then there'll be times when you feel like running, you know, and you go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm not a runner.
no, absolutely not.
I'll walk, but I'll run maybe for 2 minutes, but then I'll be like, oh, I can't do it. I'm just letting everybody know I don't run. I'll walk, but I'm not running. Well, I don't know. Maybe if there was a bear behind me or a snake, then I'm running. But then,
tell me.
but yeah, I'm
Tell
not
me
a runner.
about it. Yeah.
Maybe I need
But
to start running.
oh yeah, the body is just amazing. Like you say, if you were in a situation that you need to run, you'll find a way.
Yep.
You know, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, it's all about survival often. Yeah, but there's one thing would like to share if that's okay.
Oh,
Still,
yes, for sure.
um, you know, we were speaking about there being darkness and fear in the world. I really want to make it clear that shining bright does not mean that your day is always hunky dory and everything is wonderful and great, there will be times that less nice things happen. But always keeping in mind to make a decision based on love is far more powerful, because love is the most powerful weapon, the most powerful force there is in life. It can overcome anything. So yeah, this is also part of my message, that we are made of love. And that's often why we are so we search, we want to find that love, and we don't realize that it's right there within us. There's nowhere for us to go to get it. You already have it within you. So yeah, that's really something that I want people to know. That yeah.
And I like that, because you're keeping it real with people, right? You're letting them know that yes, you're shining bright, but it's okay to say, you know what, I have hard times.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because we put these masks on because we're afraid of judgment. But I find that once we work on ourselves and we heal ourselves from within, we really don't care what people think of us. Because our opinions really don't change our lives. We're still going to suffer in pain. We're still going to go on. We're going to enjoy our dinner. We're going to go to bed, So that opinion for that moment is not going to change our lives. It might make us feel bad for a second or two, but it's not going to change our lives. And when we work with ourselves and within ourselves, we know that those are just opinions. Yes. It's not who we are. We are who we are because we create ourselves. Yes. We work on ourselves. It starts with us and it ends with us. And MiMi, you are an incredible, empowering, strong woman. More than you realize, you will be changing lives with your project. And like I said, again, I can't wait. People who are watching, the viewers that are watching, please watch out for I Love Me projects. And like I told you, MiMi, all of my guests that come on Teatime, I share all of the things that they do before, after, and during Teatime. Okay. So if you have anything that comes up, or a guest or a show, it will be shared on Miss Liz's Teatime, so people can reach out and see your project as well. Because I'm a strong believer in awareness. And without awareness, we don't make a difference. Because we don't know, right?
We don't know. And can I say one last thing? I know I keep saying.
Oh, no, go ahead. You can talk all day, girl. I got lots of tea, remember?
It's just that things keep coming to me. One of the things that not too long ago, what often happens to me is that I wake up in the morning and I have a thought and I go, oh, wow. And what once came to me is that the only person that we are spending time with 24/7 is ourselves. Nobody else. So isn't it much more enjoyable to like the person you are with 24/7 than to criticize and blame or whatever you may be doing? Whatever might happen in life, it's all just an experience we have to go through. And we have everything available to us to deal with that situation, and doing it from love. It may sound like a broken record, but doing it from love is just the easiest and the nicest way. Free. I really enjoyed Teatime. It's really, thank you, Free. Thank you. Yeah.
Tracy had to head out, but she
no
says
problem. That's nice. Oh, I really enjoyed this, Lee. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today for Teatime. And like I said, MiMi, my door is open anytime for you. If you need any help with anything at all, don't be shy to ask. If I can't do it, I'll tell you. I'll be straight up, and I won't. I don't play this circle of, oh yeah, and then, no. If I can't do it, I'll find somebody who can, or guide you that way, right?
Right.
Like
Thank
I
you.
said, I'm far from perfect, but I try to make a difference one cup of tea at a time. And if anybody would like to know more on MiMi, please check out her website. I will get her to put it up. And thank you all for joining me today. Thank you all to our fellow ambassadors who have watched today in the studio, have left messages. Tom, I am honored to get the ambassadors for Global Peace Challenge out on Teatime. It is truly amazing that these people from around the world have come to my door and are open to sharing their lives on Teatime.
Yeah.
And with that, we are going to say goodbye and thank you for joining us today for Teatime. And we will see you next week. I do have some more incredible ambassadors that are coming up next week. And I am working on some more music schools and some more incredible services and organizations that are out there that need awareness. So yeah, so stay tuned, check out Teatime. And if you would like, subscribe to the channel. We're on YouTube, and MiMi's your Teatime will be up within an hour on YouTube, and then you can share it away, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. Brilliant.
So thank you all, and we will make a difference one cup of tea at a time. And today it's blue.
My favorite color. Thank you.
So thank you all,
Thank
and have a
you.
good day, guys.
Bye.
Oh, a few more comments here, and we're out.
Ooh. Wow.